All right, my people, I'm going to show you 2 hacks to help you generate equivalent fractions. So if you were to have a whole and I were to ask, well, if you have 1/2, then how many fourths is equal to 1/2? Well, if you have fraction bars or you have a model, you can see that 1/2 is equivalent to 1/4, 2/4. So we know that 1/2 is equal to, oops, see, I messed up. 1/2 is equal to 2/4. Now, you may not always have a model, or you may not always have manipulatives. So I'm going to show you 2 hacks to help you find equivalent fractions. The first is just by simply skip counting. So skip counting, you know, for multiplication is counting by ones would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Counting by twos would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 30, right? No, 24, 27, 30. Ooh, I'm losing it. So if we have 1/2, you're going to skip count by the numerator and then skip count by the denominator. That's going to give you equivalent fractions. So I'm going to kind of get us set up here, because these will all be equal to one another. So if I skip count by ones, I have my 1, I got 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip count by twos now, the denominator. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All of these are equivalent to 1/2. It works for other fractions as well. Say that we have 2/3. I can skip count by 2 for my numerators and skip count by 3 for my denominators. So I have that there. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Skip count by the denominator now. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. These are all fractions that are equivalent to one another. So 12/18 is equivalent to 2/3. It's equivalent to 8/12. It's equivalent to 4/6. All of these are equal to one another. And here's why this works. Instead of skip counting until you get to the desired fraction, you can just use multiplication or division. And we call that the big one. So multiply or divide by 1. The magic power of 1. So for example, we'll use 1/2. Say that we have 1/2 and I wanted to ask the same question that I have up here. 1/2 is equal to how many fourths? Well, we already know that it's going to be 2/4, right? But just amuse me here. So I have to think, what can I do to 2 to get to 4? So obviously from 2 to 4, we're increasing in value. We're increasing in the digit, the number. So I have to think to myself, 2, since I'm increasing, I'm not going to divide, because to divide I would decrease. I'd get a smaller number, a lesser number. So I'm going to have to multiply to get from 2 to 4. So I have to ask myself, well, 2 times what is going to be 4? It's going to be 2 times 2 is 4. So 2 times 2 gets me 4. But then whatever I do down here to the denominator, I must do to the numerator. Whenever I was a kid, whenever I graduated from high school, my parents did not get me a car. But when my younger brother graduated from high school, they got him a car. It's not fair. Whatever you give to this denominator, you must give to the numerator. So if we do 2 times 2 here, we got to do 1 times 2 up here. 1 times 2 gets us 2. So we have 1/2 is equal to 2/4. The reason this works is because you're taking 1/2 and you are multiplying. Let me zoom in a little bit here. You're taking 1/2 and you're multiplying it by 1 whole, because you got to do times 2 down here, right, to get 2/4, and you got to do times 2 up here. Well, 2 over 2, 2/2, that's equal to 1 whole. That's why we call this the magic power of 1. If we were to have another fraction, for example, let's just do one, like let's do 2/3, okay? Since we already have it here. 2/3, and say that I want to find the equivalent fraction for a denominator of 18, okay? So we have to figure out 3 times what is going to get me closest to 18. Well, 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6, that's going to be 18. So I can do times 6. 3 times 6 equals 18. But whatever you do down here, you must do up here. So we're going to do 2 times 6, which is 12. Now look here. You've multiplied by 1 whole. That's the magic power of 1, because 6/6 is 1 whole. And that is equivalent, that makes 2/3 equivalent to 12/18, which we have right up here. That checks out there. To go the opposite way, we would divide. So this is to multiply. To divide, we can do over here. Say that we have 8/12. And I want to find a fraction with a denominator of 3, an equivalent fraction to 8/12. Well, since we're going from 12 to 3, we're decreasing. So that means we have to divide, because to decrease, you would divide. To increase, you would multiply. So I have to think, 12 divided by what would get me 3? Well, think about your knowledge of multiplication. You know that 3 times 3, let's say, is 9. So 3 times 4, that's 12. So I know 12 divided by 4 is going to be 3. Whatever I do down here, I must do up here. So 8 divided by 4 is going to be 2. Once again, I divided by the big 1, that magic power of 1 right there, and that says 8/12 is equivalent to 2/3. So you got skip counting, but the quicker way is going to be to use the magic power of 1 to multiply or divide.